Hey guys and gals, let's build and take a look at the Creative Beach and Travel Suitcase by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42672, contains 188 pieces, retails for $29.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for further review. Thank you, LEGO. So it looks like we're going to the beach today and making all sorts of stuff. And this is a 2-in-1, but we're going to focus on one of the builds. And that's essentially some of the stuff we could be building. In addition to that, it does come in this nice handy travel case. We do have 5 bags of bricks and some loose plates. And this is what it looks like in one of these cases. There's nothing in it, but we got the dividers. They're nice and purple. I do have one of these cases that's in, I think I got that upside down. I got one of these cases in pink. But I don't remember ever having extra dividers, like, extra spots for stuff. And this is what I used to put my animal figures in. It only comes with 3. Sometimes they come with 4 of them. But we may use this to hold on to this for right now. Set that out of the way, but at least, it's, of course, purple and bluish green, which is even better. And in addition, we get 3 building guides. It looks like it might be a group build. And we get a set of stickers that are, it looks like they're meant to put on the little suitcase. I'm not going to put them on there. If the building guide says, yes, I will. All right, so basically today I want to focus on this, see what the set is like. And before we get into it, let's take a look here. So we have this. So I thought it would be 5 bags, and you just have to dump bags out 1 and 2. Let's begin. Let's build it. We're going to start with bags 1 and 2. Could just unbag number 1, but it does come with a brick separator. Okay, so indeed, you can only build one or the other. So it looks like on here, you get to build this or this, and don't worry, I've already scanned that. But you can only build one of these. Okay. So we're at the beach. We're not taking flying lessons today. We're going to just jump and do the wave runner. The airplane looks cool, so we got to go to page 40. So you cannot build both of these in this book. So, alright, so we got to start with the mini doll first. I don't think they even show how to put her together. Oh yeah, they do. I need a bookmark. We'll take that. And this is Aliya. So, yeah, I'm trying to get done with a bunch more reviews. I'm getting more requests today to, why don't I release the rest of the sets, because I'm behind on editing. Guys and gals, it's not my job, this is just for fun. And I'm trying my best to get everything published, but it seems like more people want it and want it now. Don't worry, they're still going to be there. And she needs that wig. And once you get the wigs on, it seems like you never get them centered. But there she is right there with the life jacket. And she's got a ticket, like a passport thing. That's what that is. Well, it won't be before long before that's banned out here. Matter of fact, I'll keep my opinions to myself on that one, but it's kind of sad out here nonetheless. But there she is. Like I said, there's some things I like to talk about in here, but I can't. So she likes horseback riding, taking notes, maybe math. Maybe it's drawing. She likes to win awards. Cool. So now we're going to start on the little, I think it's supposed to be a watercraft, like a jet ski. They don't give you a whole lot of parts in here to work with, so we're going to see how far we can go with bag 1. So bag 1 contains the parts just for her. And now I'm going to have to open up bag 2 because I don't have the other parts. So bag 1 contains Aliya and the Brick Separator. So I'm just going to label it as bag 1 for Aliya. And then we're going to put bags 1 and 2 in the index for that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do the alternative builds on this. I think the intent is so you can mix and match and do your own thing here, which is always cool. I like these type of sets. They give you a sample, and then the rest is up to you to come up with. And I always think that those are kind of fun to do. I had one of these that was a friend's set that was almost tailored the same way years ago. And you just kind of get a little, a couple portions of builds. I don't expect these to be very huge. And I've never seen these before. This stuff you'd see like in Duplo or something. Might be a new piece, or I just never seen it before. Ugh, excuse me, I'm trying to hold my yawns in. Yeah, though, I mean, it's been kind of hectic around here. All this stuff going on right now, I just kind of want to hide somewhere. It's not here, but, I'd rather be at this beach right now than be here. Obviously, it's a watercraft propelled by air. And these shouldn't be too long of builds to complete here today. So it looks like maybe this could be, and I'm just going to take a stab. Each booklet is probably for a builder. So I think up to 3 people can assemble this set. So we're going to see if we can get some isolated builds, which I think that's what this is. And, well, it's not the hand things, but we got this, the way that these are laid out, so just be careful. That's just how it is. I had another person approach me about leaks. And I'm like, no, sorry, you're in the wrong channel here. I guess there's supposed to be a hole there, huh? Let's take a look. That's exactly what that is. There's a hole right there. That's what I have. It's kind of, you think you'd have filled that in with something. Boy, this is bare minimum because the instrument cluster is just sitting there. But, is this one screen scratched? No. I can use that windshield piece. This right here would be perfect for sporty cars and stuff. And that's it. And in the back here, you do also have inspirational builds. So I'm sure you can probably find those online. And that concludes, excuse me, bags 1 and 2. And then what we're going to do here is I'm going to need the parts for the review. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place all these in here now, just for safekeeping, because I am going to run through the other models. And my voice is trying to crack again. So I'm going to save the case just for those. And, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad build for what it is. You know, I mean, you can set her in there and she can drive with her passport. Not too bad. All right, now we're going to move on to bag 3. And we have a choice of both beach scenes. They look almost identical. So what we're going to do, let's do that one. So this one is contained in its own bag, which is cool. So technically you're only getting like 3 bags out of this whole set. And let's see here. So who are we building here? Oh, we're building Olly. I didn't recognize you, Olly. You didn't have your hair on, your blonde weave that the girls seem to like. All right. And we get Flipper. Let's see. I don't have a lot of these in that color. And most surfboards I ever see are white, maybe yellow in real life, but that's it. Yeah, so sorry about the raspy voice. I'm feeling fine. It's just allergies have kind of been flaring up today. Okay, he needs his life jacket. Every time I think of the life jacket, I always think of Back to the Future with Marty McFly when he travels back to 1955. They thought that jacket he was wearing was a life jacket. And yeah, I never had one of those, thank goodness. And there you go. And in addition, he's got the surfboards. He's a surfer dude. Well, where's Leo? He should have been the one that was in this, because he's the one I always see with the surfing thing in his mind. And then we got the dolphin. Not too bad. So it looks like Olly likes texting, movies, and sewing. So we have a choice here, and I think I'm going to do the beach one. Is that, you know, let's do, so page 8, which is that. And we need one of these. Now, I wish you could build both models. You'd probably have to buy 2 of these to do it. But that kind of thing. But you know, this type of set is really designed to be taken on the go. It's got the case and stuff, and that's essentially what this is. This is just a, let me put this over here for you. It's just a little time waster set for the kids. That's basically what this is. You're not going to build a whole mock. You're definitely not going to build one of my houses out of this. But this is a good set to start for parts like that. I mean, you're getting some oddball colors in here, which is cool. Yeah, I was thinking about that sticker sheet. I should put the stickers on the suitcase, but I thought, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to go do that. I had another comment today about the panda bear. I just said the colors were bland on it. And, well, what do you expect? It's a panda bear. I thought, well, I'd like to see more color in some of these. Like this one's got a lot of color to it. And some just, they take these videos so seriously. And I'm just kind of like, why? You know, this is for fun. But, like, for me, I just like putting stuff together. And, yeah. So I got the radio. We need tunes while we're out there. No Bluetooth speaker like some of these guys. Well, at least that's printed. So for $30, do I think this set is worth it? I'm going to be honest. Not really. For the builds we're getting. Honestly, they could have included the extra pieces and made a whole entire thing out of it, but they're probably charging you for the travel case. And yes, I'll use that travel case for storing parts. Probably use that for storing maybe trees or something that I don't really commonly use. Oh, looks more like a tsunami's going to hit this than anything. It's like, that's the way, boy, that radio is doomed along with the juice box and all that stuff. But they just give you just enough here to really get into a build. And in addition to that, we're looking for a collaborative build here. Now, what's the score on this set right now? The way it was packed, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's probably a 9 right now. The way it's just, it's hard to say. I can't really put my finger on it until it's done here. But the builds are entertaining. This would be perfect for a young one, so I'm not going to say that it's a failed set. I can always use these. I wish these came in more colors, but this is more like an umbrella you use when it's raining, not for your thing here. I wonder how many mini dolls this thing comes with. I think it just comes with 2. And that's essentially what we have. So it looks like the main models are the ones that utilizes all the pieces. And these are the pieces we have remaining for bag 3. Almost said 2. We'll put those in the case. And yeah, so far it's not too bad. I mean, it's interesting. It's different. And we got a portion of a beach. And that concludes building guide number 2. And it just starts here. You won't be able to work on the rest of this. So that's pretty much it with that. And lastly, we have bags 4 and 5, and we have to pick. This one looks a little more interesting than this one. Now, if you're getting this set, you know, you can do as you please. I think what we're going to do, though, I'm going to save the parts for a later build, and then we'll just come back in and build the other alternative builds. Now, let's see how far we can go with this. Usually you can't really finish up the first step. But at least this set comes with the brick separator and such. So step 1 is that. Step 2 is the round tiles. Let's see how far we can go before we have to reach bag 5. But yes, the builds are pretty easy for adults, so a child, this should be perfect. But I know some adults who Lego building's very hard for them. So we are getting 3 individual models here. So it is possible for up to 3 builders to construct this set at the same time, which is really cool. So that's the one thing I'm looking for. Can it be built with a group? This one can. So if you've got, let's say you're on vacation, you see this set. This would be a good set to do, like in the evening when you're all winding down in the hotel room. That's pretty much what I would say the set would be good for. And just something to do for the family to sit, just build something kind of cool. Now, I haven't tackled bag 5 yet. So I think the individual builds are like that. Maybe we should have just done the main builds first, but, well, I can't go back to the hands of time and redo it. And I'll just leave it like that, because you can pick and choose. You know, I have so many items that are falling off this thing right now. I have lots of sets. Matter of fact, I've ran out of space to put them. And it's like trying to find a place to put all this stuff at here. This tree doesn't have any support, so be very careful. That's very fragile. But this one here is just meant to get the kids by, so that you give them something to do at night while they're in the hotel room. Just be sure not to lose all your parts. And from what I can tell, though, maybe it is possible. Right now we're starting here, and we're still working on bag 4. So I have a feeling that this is divided up, but we just didn't know it. Is that a metallic shovel? Well, at least you're getting that. It's not one of those dark gray ones. You get a paddle. Sometimes they give you 2 of those, but not this one here. Flipper, what are you doing? You need to be over there with Ollie. Keep him company. Alright. And we have the barrel here. And that's it. Now you gotta open up bag 5. So it is split up in such a way that you can work in order. So now I'm going to index bag 5. We're going to continue on. Okay. Or I can just say bags 4 and 5. Do this. All right. And we got a couple of these. I'm starting to get a lot of these column bricks. I'm just trying to find places to use them for. A doorless door frame. Oh, it'd been nice if we had a door in there at least, so we can at least close out the crabs or whatever this from crawling in. At least you get animal figures. Apparently we got pizzas. What is that? Pepperoni and all those, I can't remember the things. Bell peppers. I'm making somebody hungry. See some hot dogs down there. They could be using the door frame for support too. But I think this set is really targeted for travel. I think that's what it is. It gets the kids in the travel spirit. Or you're not going to the beach, but you're going to the park. It's a nice day outside. You know, who wants to sit inside and build with Lego all day when you go outside and do it? I think that's really what it is. Make the kids feel like they're going on a trip. Which should always feel like that when you're building with Lego. Well, that fell in there. Just be careful with that tree. That is kind of... I'm going to say the build quality on these sets are just average. They're nothing special. They're just average built. They're not like they're robust. They're just, you know, that kind of thing. Well, we get a little dog. Let's see him in there. All right. So you get 3 small models that you have a choice from, which is cool. So you got a bunch of combinations in here to build. What is this, the grill or something? Sorry if my hands are getting in the way. My bad. Yeah. Matter of fact, if you got a shade tree out in front of your house or apartment, here you go. Take an old sheet or a blanket, set it down outside and with a few friends and just build. I mean, that's, because this is a nice spring, summer, even a fall set. But out here, you can go to the beach in the middle of the winter and it's still like summer. And yeah, that Palisades fire is still going on, sadly. I may ask that in the comments. Say, or this thing, you know, hey, hoping no, if you're one of my viewers that's in the Palisades fire, I'm hoping you're okay. You know. I think the death toll was like 15 or something now. 10 or 15, I can't remember. If I saw flames coming close to this house, yeah, I'd pack up and leave. The first thing I'd do is yank the hard drives out of my machines because they're just got a handle. I pull those boogers right out and get out of here quick. No, I won't be able to save the Lego if it happened, but the building guides and stuff, I have all that archived. So my imagination will be preserved. There you go. So far, so good. And I was, you know, watching a lot of these guys who were sad. You know, I understand. You know, here's the deal. Back up your stuff. I scanned all my photo albums when I was a baby all the way up till I was in college. Every photo I've ever taken has been backed up, whether if it was on Polaroid, a 35mm camera, you know, any type of still, whatever, it was been backed up, preserved. We have an industrial scanner that I used at work. I would just drop a bunch of them on a flatbed scanner, scan a bunch of pictures in bulk. And you take them home, and then you go back and you take Photoshop and cut them out and stuff like that. And I cannot emphasize that enough, is to back everything up. If something happens. And in addition, after that, you give it to family members that are trusted, you know, that you trust, and say, hey, you know, I have a couple of these. I have a disc here with some family photos and important documents. Can you hang on to this? Sure. And that's it. That's what you do. This paddle goes in the barrel and the shovel, so we can pick up the poop from the crab, or to use it to build the sandcastle. We got the pizzas. These are just sitting in here, so be very careful. I wouldn't be eating pizza while I'm at the beach. I'd be having fish and chips, clams, shrimp, sushi maybe. Depends on my mood. I forgot. But does this guy even have a name? Oh. What's with the crabs here? I'll show you. And I'm not going to lie to you here. What is with these crabs still in people's ice cream? One of the other sets, the friend said they were still in ice, you know, popsicles. Now they're still in full ice cream cones and holding it up correctly. Those crabs are pretty smart, huh? They know where the food's at. And then that's it for bag 5 right there. You have one extra hot dog and some other stuff here. My mind's not quite with me today. I'm sorry. I got to get taxes done and stuff. And that's what we have remaining for the build. And I don't know if this guy has a name or not. I'm hoping not. I didn't see him in here. Let's go back to Ollie. It doesn't show that we needed the doggy here. But I'm pretty pleased with this set. It's not too bad. It's a good little time waster set. Oh, Era. I forgot about him. And the crab doesn't have a name. The crab should get the name. He's the one who knows how to use the ice cream cone. And yeah. And I don't need to put this on a turntable. These are going to be something that I'm just going to do. I'm not even going to bother with a close-up on this one here. This is just something that we can just set up here and just, you know, doing that, which now we're going to call this setting up. And we're just going to have a little fun with this one here. We got Surf for Ollie with the purple surfboard. And Flipper. You know, I can put Flipper right on here and just attach him so I don't have to lose him. Brick Separator included. So this is more like a creator set than anything else. But funner than a creator set. Because the set did keep my interest. And unlike a modern creator set where it's just using bland colors. And this one wasn't an animal build too. This was just a full-blown beach pack. And I think the kids are going to love this one here. It's just, pretty cool. The builds, I'd say, are standard. The building guide was easy to follow, even for adults. No stickers. This tree is probably the only thing I kind of don't like here. I'm just thinking of a score. It comes with a lot of accessories, too. The price is what scares me off, to be honest. It's pricey. I'm going to say 9.5. Just due to build quality, but it's got a lot of stuff. I'm not going to subject you to any more pain than that. I kind of wish instead of the jet ski, instead of the airplane that comes with it, we could have built some kind of a ground type, like a beach buggy or something. And yeah, that's not too bad. And you know what I did? I threw the extra pieces in my scrap bin versus in that bin over there. So I'll have to fish those out eventually. And yeah, I think the best thing to do is to keep the extra pieces out on the table here. And we'll slide those in frame and say that that's the pieces we have remaining here. I'm going to be honest, though, it's not a bad little build. If you're buying this just to keep your kids occupied. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to build this in the car. Could you build it inside this tray? If you're in the car, you could build it in here probably, but I wouldn't recommend that at all. Let's see if I can grab those pieces back out of here. I can't remember what I threw in here. Obviously, we had the extra ice cream. Lego gives you a bunch of the smaller stuff, but I have been so swamped with just editing reviews. I'm just looking at some of these sets going, I cannot wait to get some of this done here. And that's kind of why I sound kind of down. It's just, I'm tired of editing videos. I'm almost at the home stretch. I'm going to finish the other one up today. I'll have all the filming done, and I got to do all the editing. Yeah, so we'll keep this off to the side here, and I'll slide these in at the very end. So I think we're done here. You know what I might do to be smart is just do the thumbnail now. Somebody's obviously having a hard time sitting in here, aren't we, with that? So obviously she's ready to go. I got the passport. She's going to be like, hey, I can come in here. I'm a visitor. And we have Ollie here. I'm just going to set him right here. I'm just looking to see when I take the photo, it's not too bad. And let's kind of give her a little separation there. I think, honestly, though, this is a nice set. That's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and do my photography. Then we're going to start the formal tour and review. Here we are at the beach, and there's a lot of things to do here. So let's start with the mini dolls. We got Ollie with the surfboard and life jacket. Pretty cool. And we have Aliya. She's got a printed passport right there. And we have Era, if I'm pronouncing that right, with sunglasses. Just a simple dog. But the crab is the most important one. He doesn't have a name, but he's holding an ice cream cone. Now, I've seen crabs in a few of the other Friends sets. They grab popsicles and all sorts of stuff, but this one's got an ice cream cone. He's holding it upright, so he obviously is ready to go. Now, the build is broken down into thirds. So up to 3 people can build this set, which is really cool. So bags 1 and 2 does the airplane, but this is the watercraft. And as you could tell, it's meant to seat 2 mini dolls. Very basic construction. And then bag 3 does this one here, which is just a beach with the chase lounges, and you got a dolphin. And then finally we have bags 4 and 5, which does a little snack bar. We do have hot dog, ice cream, and pizza. We've got a place to sit. Now these are not really meant for mini dolls, because if you try to sit them on there, they don't really stay on very well. They'll fly off. So just set them on there and then they'll just fall off. But on the left we do have a sandcastle here with an oar and a shovel. And we got a little tree, but this comes off very easily, so be very careful. And yeah, here's the back of this. Not a whole lot going on. Just the door frame, I guess, is meant to just be a support for this. And just ignore the drag racers down the street. You know, people in their junk cars out here. And that's essentially what this set is. This is just meant to be something you can take on vacation. It looks like it because you got the travel case. And in addition, we do have some spare pieces. This mainly came from bags 1 and 2, just because I did the watercraft versus the airplane. So you do have enough to build either or the models. So you can't build all the models in the books. You can only build just a few of these. Nothing more. So, but this set is going to be a perfect companion for like a vacation. So we're going to start in with play value for the review, and honestly, it is playable, as you can see. I'm dropping the figs around, but you do have some playability in here. You can sit around and kind of just lounge around in here. So everything is scaled for mini dolls, which is cool. Build quality is average for a friend's set. I mean, you got this tree that feels like it's going to fall off and this umbrella. But everything here is just meant to be quick builds, which is cool. Build experience is pretty good. It's got bright, vibrant colors, which is nice. The building guide's easy to follow, especially for an adult. And for myself, it wasn't too bad of a build. And in addition to that, up to 3 people can assemble a set at the same time. So that's great because you can build this along with 2 other companions. So let's say, for example, you're on vacation. You buy this set for your children. It gives them something to do at night. Or you can go to the park and build this. You can go out under a shade tree and just kind of relax and build sets with your friends or family. So this is really good with that. So I can see a lot of collaborative build with this. And in addition, you can just use these parts for other creations. So I'm sure you can take this stuff apart and make other builds, which is what this set really is targeted for. It just gives you inspirations on what other things you can build with just these parts here alone. Or you can add these parts into your existing Lego collection and build some other stuff with it. So it's a good companion set for that. Now, obviously, these are not really meant to be dropped in a Lego city. Maybe the watercraft here. But the rest of these are just portions of builds. So I really don't see these fitting in an existing Lego city theme. But the watercraft most likely should just fit fine. And honestly, though, in all fairness, it is a nice set, but I'm going to give this one here a 9.5 just due to build quality. It just wasn't really strong, especially with this tree here and this umbrella. These are the only 2 issues. And some parts of the set just look kind of not finished off. So it's just, it is what it is with something as small as this. So I think the reason why the set was priced at $29.99 is the travel case. So that case could be used only to store these pieces, but other pieces as well. So it's a nice, good storage solution for your parts. So in addition to the set, you also get the storage container. But overall, I am pleased with the build. It is a bright, colorful set to assemble. But tell me what you think.